Hi, I'm Abbe Rolnick, and I'm here to tell you about River of Angels. It's the first in my series of Generation of Secret series. And this is why you're going to love the book. It's if you like a little bit of travel, you like the exotic, you like tropical islands, if you like a little bit of love, a little bit of politics, culture, this is all wrapped in one, and it has it. And I lived in Puerto Rico, so this is where the book starts. And I lived there for 8 years, and I was captivated by the heat, the passion, the colors of the island. And certain things, memories stuck with me that held me. And so 15 years later, I wrote the book. And one thing that stuck with me, it was a small thing. It was this man's shoes, Don Tuto's shoes. And they were worn on the edge. And I could never figure out this man was a carpenter and why his shoes, must not have had enough money to get new shoes. But it wasn't true. And so I learned that later on, but it was the misconception of what you see and who somebody really is that caught me. And so his character developed. And then I fell in love with other issues. And so when I was writing the book, memories came back to me of certain things. And so there was a rumor going on, and I think my daughter started this rumor at one of my book launches. She asked the one question that you don't want anybody to ask. She said, "Were you a prostitute?" Now, I have to tell you, I was not a prostitute, but I did know some prostitutes. So I based one character, Monica, on what I got, the conglomerations of what I learned from these prostitutes. And she is one of the main characters. And there's another rumor going around that I know voodoo. No, I actually had a spell cast me on when I lived there. But the main character that I'm facing and that I'm dealing with is Rosie, and she was a healer. And Rosie used her magic for the good cause. And along the way, you'll have other characters that are dark and light, because one of the things that fascinated me about the island was the Rio Camui caves, which were real. And I based part of my story in those caves and part above. And so I do a reversal of dark and light. And but the main thing that takes you, and it's really, really strong, is the passion and the living color, and that nothing is black and white there. So I didn't want to leave the island when I left, and I didn't want to finish the book and leave these characters. So I'm sure you're going to want to hold on to these characters, and Petey you'll love, and Miguel. And so just so you know that Rosie lives on in my other two books, Color of Lies and Founding Stones, and I kept it going. So take a chance. Bye.